Hi guys, so I'm so excited. I am doing a video for the NYX Face Awards 2015. So this is my entry video. I didn't do anything like majorly wild or anything. My look today is more of like Bombshell to me. It's kind of like rose golds and purples, and it's very feminine, very kind of bronzy, makes me think of summer, which is kind of funny because it is pouring snow outside right now. So, and I'm using natural lighting, so I feel like it's really washing me out. I'm really honest, not this pale in person. So anyways, I hope you like this video. Give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do, and please vote for me because I'm so excited. This year, my New Year's resolution was to do something out of the box and things I wouldn't normally feel comfortable doing. So I saw this and I automatically wanted to do it. And then a little part of me is like, oh, you can't do this, it's scary. And I'm like, you know what? This is my goal this year, I'm doing it. So anyways, I hope you enjoy it and let's get to it. Alright, so first to start off, we're going to prime the eyes. This is a Jordana shadow pencil, and I believe this one is in almond. And I've really been enjoying this one. I've been trying to get my hands on the NYX jumbo pencil in milk forever, and every time I try to find it, it's always sold out, so big bummer, but this works great. Then I'm going to be putting the NYX Honey Do Me Up. This is kind of like a serum primer thing. I like it because it helps with the texture of my face and to fight acne, and it just feels really good. I'm really enjoying this one. Okay, now I'm going in with my Morphe eyeshadow palette. This is a really light peach shade. I'm using this as my base just to warm the eyes up. Okay, also from that palette, there's kind of this burnt orange shade just to add some more depth to the eyes. I really want the eyes to be very dramatic. Okay, and this is funny. This is from my Milani Brow Kit. I have been wanting to use this highlighter shade in my eyes or on my eye look forever, and finally today I'm like, why not? It's this really pretty champagne taupe shimmery shade, and I just wanted to throw that in there. Okay, back to my Morphe palette. This is a really pretty deep reddish brown, and I wanted to use that kind of as my definer color, so I'm throwing that in the crease. Okay, on top of that brown, I'm going to be taking these burnt red shades from my e.l.f. 100 palette just to add more depth and more of a dramatic flair to my eyes. I like how it warms it up a lot more, so I'm going to be kind of layering that with the reddish brown just to kind of kick up the intensity. Okay, so for my eyelid, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible Shadow in Amber Rush, and I was applying it with my finger, and it just wasn't intense enough, so I took some setting spray and I wetted it a little bit, and it really intensified it. I don't know if the camera's picking it up as well as in person, but it gives it this really metallic, wet look, and I love that. And then for my inner corners, I'm going to be using the NYX Prismatic eyeshadow in Girl Talk. And it's a really pretty, icy baby pink shade. And it's just really going to make the inner corners of my eyes pop and widen my eyes a little bit more too. Okay, to prime the face, I'm using the Garnier 5-Second Blur. And I usually like the Angel Veil primer from NYX, but I've lost it, and so this has got to work. Okay, for my foundation, I'm using the Revlon Photo Ready foundation, and this is the older formula. It's not the new one that supposedly is terrible. I haven't tried it, but I haven't heard any good things about it. So I'm just going to buff this in all over the face. Okay, to conceal and highlight under the eyes, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I believe this one's in light. And then I'm going to be also using the L'Oreal True Match Concealer. I want to say it's in light also, but it's got more of a yellow tone to it, which I like because I like the effect that the yellow puts under the eyes. It really brightens the face up. And it looks extremely light here with this lighting, but I promise I blend it in enough and make it work later on. Okay, to set that concealer, I'm using a banana shade powder. This is from the Anastasia Contour Kit. And I like that using a yellow powder. It just kind of helps brighten it a little more. Then to set the rest of the face, I'm using my Rimmel Stay Matte powder, and I believe it's in Natural. And I just like to powder my entire face, get it all set. Okay, now for my brows. I'm just going to quickly go through this. This is my Milani Brow Kit in dark, I believe. And if you want a full depth tutorial on how I do this, I'll put the link down below. I don't do any super fancy work on my brows. I just fill it in, wham bam, you know, get it done. Okay, now I'm just going to line my eyes. This is the L'Oreal Lacquer Liner. It's like a gel liner. And I won't be doing a wing. It's just me kind of simple. And for some reason, I was kind of having a hard time lining my eyes today. Who knows? It's not my favorite thing to do. Okay, now we're just going to go to the lower lash line and smudge in just whichever colors you end up using. I used kind of the burnt reds and the rusty reds that I used in my crease and that peach color. And then on top of that, I'm going to go in with these beautiful purple shades from my Morphe eyeshadow palette. And I'm just going to really blow out my lower lash line, if that makes sense. I'm going to make it pretty dramatic with those purples. Okay, then I'm going back in with that NYX Prismatic Shadow and just kind of make the inner corner stand out a little bit more and then bring it down a little bit onto my lower lash line and just blend it all together. Okay, then I'm just going to apply just a thin coat of mascara on my top lashes. This is my Maybelline mascara, and then for my lower lash line, the Rimmel Lash Exaggerate or whatever. I really like that one on my lower lash line. Okay, time for some false lashes. As you know, I'm using my favorite. They're the 120 Wispy Lashes from Ardell. So I'm just going to apply those after letting the glue set for just a couple of minutes. That's the trick, guys. Let that glue get tacky. It's a lot easier to work with. I'm just going to put a little bit more mascara just to help blend in my lashes with the falsies. And then I'm going to start to contour. I'm using a real pretty taupey bronzer. And I'm just going to do that in the hollows of my cheeks and just really blend that in. And then I'll also take it up on my temples and a little bit on my forehead too. And I'll also take it down the bridge of my nose and my neckline. It just really helps, you know, this is kind of a powerful look to me, so I wanted everything to be very chiseled and defined instead of my usual round face. So, yeah. Okay, now I'm going to take my NYC Sunny Bronzer. I'm going to take that bronzer everywhere that I contoured. So on my cheeks, my forehead, my neckline, everywhere pretty much. Just to warm my face up. I'm not gonna, you know, like overdose it with how much I use, but I'm just gonna spread it around. And then for my blush, I'm using the new Fergie Wet n Wild blush. It's the more pink coral shade. Is the more wild looking one. And then I'm going to be using one of the Lorac highlighters, and I believe it's in their Tantalizer palette. Anyways, and then I'm going to be using my Rimmel lip liner, and this one is in Enchantment, and it kept breaking on me, so yeah, that was a bummer. Okay, for my lipstick, I'm using the Maybelline Matte, and I believe this one is in Blushing Rose. It's a really pretty blue tone, pink rose color. And then I'm going to go in with a Jordana lip gloss, and it's got a real pretty gold sheen to it. Then I'm going to set my face with the L'Oreal Infallible setting spray, and there you have it. This is just a very in-your-face, feminine, you know, powerful look to me. Yeah, my eye's twitching as I'm trying to show you my shadow, but I love it. I hope you enjoy it. Have a good day, guys.